Так, пришли докладываться о выполнении задания. Сейчас будем слушать
I
опять.
received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Prydwen. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Чтоб сразу не выдать задание. Чтоб болтаться-то
Hull plating
туда-сюда.
integrity looks good. No need for adjustments.
Engine turbines at
Ладно, пойдем. Прайм обретен. А, робота восстанавливать, да? Большого этого. Если кто играл в третий Fallout с дополнением, понимаете, о чем я говорю. Там даже без дополнений. Прайм был это самое. Так, где он там? Аэропорт. То есть он в финале третьего Fallout. Всех крушит там. Весь вот анклав. Там против анклава играем. А здесь против института. Там-то за анклав вообще было неинтересно играть. Но там было явно такая. Ну, неинтересно. Можно, но неинтересно. Так, где ты болтаешься?
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the Mirelurk scat off my boots.
The Prydwen is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
Вон она стоит.
So, I bet you're
Рассказывай.
eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
Why all the secrecy?
We're pouring every resource we have into this thing. We can't risk tipping off the Institute. For now,
Кинуть
the
их,
fewer
что ли?
people that know about it, the better. Come on. It's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in.
Она, по-моему, рассказывала, да, что она ноги потеряла. Ну, открыла.
This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime.
Ага, Liberty
The
Prime.
Brotherhood used it in the capital wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded.
Да.
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
Нет проблем.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
Проблема с энергией.
Why is the power blowing out his CPU?
Liberty Prime has a highly complex power system. A good deal of that system was damaged when he exploded. So I'm working in the dark, trying to come up with parts on my own. Luckily, we were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Так, поговорить с доктором Ли. Так она еще не прибыла или уже прибыла? Еще я тут не догоняю.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have...
Так, не туда.
Attention. Tomorrow's tactical briefing has been postponed. A new time and date will be forthcoming.
The human-looking synths are the worst.
Dr. Lee,
They hide in plain
If
sight.
you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
Вот и
what
думали.
changed your mind?
Nothing changed my mind. I promised you I'd return to the Brotherhood, and I've kept my end of the bargain.
Вы же обещали помочь.
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Спасти Содружество.
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
Так. И опять куда-то идти. Опять говорит, да что это за... Уже хочется кому-нибудь фейс набить. За эту игру. За такую игру. Так, куда сейчас? Потом еще вот скажут, какие детали принести.
No time to waste when there's work to be done.
Так, куда идем? Показывай. Так я же говорю, ну что это за... Тут больше вот на этот экран смотришь, на черный, чем играешь. Ой, засада. Такое оно братство стали. Говорить-то
I
люди.
prefer laser weapons myself. It's a cleaner shot. Leaves that
Yeah.
memorable ozone smell behind.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Well, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Милая, да. Не стоит получать. Зайду попозже.
Maybe I should come back later.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. We might not be the best of friends, but we'll get the job done. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're gonna have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
Сделаю все, что нужно.
Sure, anything you need.
That's what I love about you. You're ready to leap into action, and I bet you don't have the faintest idea what I'm talking about. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new... What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
Так, выполнил. Найти мощный магнит. Ну вот. Патрон виражит на халяву. Вот он собирается. Да. Цех сборки. Так, где у нас этот теперь? Так, показать на карте. Поточнее. Вот в этой больнице, да. Ну, мы уже там были. Причем мы-то были просто так, без всяких квестов. Но сейчас будем идти по квесту. Отлично. Там супермутанты, насколько я помню. Значит, я получу 66 уровень. Потому что будет драка. Драка будет обязательно. Странно, что сразу не встретили. Цветочки. О, кстати, кто-то идет. Кто это там? Супермутант. Я же говорю. О, Квикадзе бежит, елки-палки. Свалил я, успел, нет? Или он за мной забежит? Ой, такая. Не успел я свалить. Куда им еду-то отдай? Да елки-палки. Появилась. Кто-то кого-то расстреливает. Ну, пускай стреляет. Ну, пока. Немножко зарядимся. Как-то так постреливают они. Мне кто-то помогает здесь, я так понял. В этом здании сейчас. Ничего с собой мелкого такого нету. Ладно. Кого тут? Это камикадзе там исследует.
What was that?
Ясно, здесь эти самые рейверы. У нас герой.
What the hell was that?
Strong smash!
Feel that? It's called fear. Oh man, come back. I was having fun. When you turn up, you're dead.
Stuff everywhere. What humans call messy.
Scared, huh? You should.
No sign of him now.
Пускай они меня пока поищут.
You're still alive, ain't ya? You should be thankful for this celebration all the time. Enough yapping already. Something is sneaking up on us right now.
Да.